Well, if you read the title, I want y'all to know this is not an April Fool's joke because we're in May, so obviously it can't be an April Fool's joke. This is not a publicity stunt to get views. This is real. A-Fizzle Productions done with Hooters? Question mark. Because I don't want y'all to think this is a statement. This is a question. I'm gonna be quite honest with y'all. I'm gonna be as straightforward as possible. Now, I've been a regular at Hooters going on 8 years. As a matter of fact, in a couple of weeks, towards the end of May, it will officially be 8 years. But here's the thing. I remember when I first started going as a regular in 2011, knowing how it was back then. And I think a lot of people can equivalent to this when they reminisce about something that they like, something that they do on a heavy rotation, and you notice change. Now, me personally, I am no stranger to change. A lot of times I welcome the change because I, for one, understand that everything can't stay the same forever because new things come around and you're trying to keep up with the times. Let me do this. It's kind of, yeah, you're trying to keep up with the times. So, and that's where I'm at right now. You know, the changes that happen from the remodeling to the vibe. I remember some of the regulars who were around the first half of the decade. They're no longer going. They hung it up. I remember the set of girls that were there the first half of the decade. Those girls are gone. I get it. And I've been on record saying this for a while. Most of these Hooter girls, they got unless they get fired, they got a 2 year window. Then they're gone. A lot of them move on to bigger endeavors. A lot of them move on to other jobs. You know, they finish school, they chasing their careers. And power to them, they chasing their careers. Go for it. Don't let Hooters hold you back. Some of them get pregnant, they have kids, and they whole life change when they have kids. They feel like, well, I need to do something different besides work at Hooters now. Now I got a kid, I got to support. So, and you get a slew of new girls. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that anything's wrong with the slew of new girls that are there now. They're cool and one of my Hooters soda. But it's just like I look at some of these girls now. It's like, dang, I miss some of the old girls who were there. I miss them dearly. Just it's just not the same caption anymore. It really isn't. In the last couple of times I've been to Hooters, it's like I don't even stay long anymore. I don't. I remember some Sundays a couple years ago where I leave my house before 1 o'clock and get there for before 1 o'clock game start up. Kick off. And I will stay there all the way up to closing. Like some of the management that was there at during the daytime, they'll leave, and then they'll return about 10:30, 10:45 because the Hooters here in my city, they do inventory on Sunday night. So all the managers be there about 10:30, 10:45. And some of them be like, if someone they'll see me and be like, "Hey, Phils, you still kicking around, see?" But then again, they know, well, it's A-Fizzle. He's likely to be here all day, so we're not gonna trip off that. That's insane. But nowadays, like last season, I wasn't in a hurry to leave my house before 1 o'clock. Like when I did go, it was very rare that I went last season. A lot of games were at 4 o'clock anyway, but I don't be in a hurry to leave now. So, and then the last time I watched the Braves, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before that, I watched the Braves game there. Well, about a couple weeks ago, I watched the Braves game there. It's gotten to a point where I would show up at Hooters, and I think I showed up about the fourth inning, and I was trying to look for somebody I want to sit with, but I came to a conclusion. It's like there's no one here I want to sit with. So it was at a point where I said, you know what, I'll stick around and watch the Braves game. Then after the Braves game ends, I'm leaving, and I left. I hauled ass. I said goodbye to one Hooters girl, and I hauled ass. And that one girl said goodbye to. I wanted to sit with her. I said I probably would have stayed if I was able to sit with her. The problem was she was not on the floor. She was not serving that night, so I just said whatever. I wasn't mad at her, It just I know sometimes it be that way, but my thoughts was whatever. I guess I stayed for the game and leave. And that's how I felt this past Saturday, for the Braves Rockies game. I said I'll stick around for the Braves Rockies game. Then I was going to leave. Luckily, there was another girl I didn't mind sitting with. I sat with her. If she wasn't there, yeah, I probably would have just been there for the game, and I would have just left after that. It's just that I, you know, the vibe is, the aura is not the same. I wouldn't say the vibe is different. The vibe is still kind of same. You still got the birthday. Only consistent thing about Hooters in the 8 years I've been there is the birthday song and the girls dancing the certain songs. As you witnessed the Cotton Eye Joe video I did back in January, back in January. That's probably the only consistent thing that's really happened. Everything else it was around in 2011, gone. It's just done. And I think the change, I think it really changed the aura big time. Not from the stuff. Like I think I'm gonna phrase that. I think last couple of years with the changes and all that is it kind of changed the aura a little bit. So and I gotta give Hooters credit for change because they they have to keep up with the times. It's not necessarily, oh, we want to change. It's more so we have to change because we don't want to look outdated, you know, and I understand that. I do not fault them one bit for changing to keep up with the times. That's why you see a lot of these bars on Bar Rescue, they look so outdated. And that could play a key component of why certain people, even the regulars, don't even come to that bar anymore. Because outdated. Got to change up. That's it. But the aura is so different. There's like I don't really see myself having fun like I used to. I really don't. And I guess a wise person once said this. I don't think I ever heard it, but I'm pretty sure a wise person once said this. When you constantly go to a place where it's fun, I mean, when you know for going to a place because it's really fun, and then all of a sudden it's not that fun anymore, you just stop going. You move on. And that's kind of where I'm at. It's like I'm not saying I'm going to stop going. Obviously, I'm still going to go, but the point I'm trying to come across is I don't know. I mean, it's not even the point. The question is not am I going to stop going? Because obviously the answer is no. Here's the real question: how much longer am I still going to go? And like, when do are we? Am I closer to saying when? Like just hanging it up for good. Like I said, I'm a fan of Hooters. I got a lot of merch over the years. I got a lot of souvenirs over the years. But as far as like going there as a regular, I honestly think those days could easily be coming to an end real soon. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Is and because like I said, a lot of regulars have left. There's still some that linger around. Some of them, and to be honest, some of the regulars who are still there now, they've been there for 10 plus years. They've been regulars for 10 plus years. These guys, yeah, it's basically guys. These guys were regulars when I was in high school. And I wasn't going to Hooters in high school. So first time I went to Hooters was 2008. It was like I was about 5 or 6 months removed from my senior year in high school. From my senior year in high school. And I remember the first time I went to Hooters. I was 18 years old. Like so obviously I was 18. I said years removed from not years, months removed from my senior year in high school. I remember one of the Hooter girls almost got into a fight there with some fat chick because I guess she was talking shit about her outfit, her uniform and all that, and I guess it kind of triggered the Hooters girl. I remember seeing that I remember seeing that same Hooters girl about an hour later, and I guess she was kind of like, I guess she saw me, and I put her to my side, and I checked on her and made sure she was okay. She said she was, and I gave her a hug, said, "Hey, don't worry about them." I just took. No, I didn't say that. I just said, "Don't hurt anyone. All right, this is all right." So she was a sweetheart though. I think I would have got a picture with her, but I did not have any cameras. I, I did not have a camera phone. It was 2008, so I did not have a camera phone. I did not have any type of camera, so I could not take a picture with her. Because if I had some sort of camera, hell yeah, I would have got a picture. So I'll get a picture, but that was my first ever experience. Then on top of that, I think it was fight night too, though. I think I'm not 100% sure. I think it was fight night that day too. But yeah, it would take me 3 years before I got back to Hooters. So, and I've been to certain Hooters, not just here. I've been to let's see, about three of them in the Atlanta area. I've been to one in Savannah, and I've been to one in Noonan, and I've been to one in Jacksonville. So I have been to certain Hooters. Now I know a lot of people be like, when I go out of town, they be like, "Bring me some Hooters souvenir back," and I sometimes have to tell them, I'm not gonna. I it depends where I go because sometimes I might go to a certain place. I might not be lucky to get to a Hooters. You know, if I could, I would. If I could make it there, I get you something back. Now, don't get it wrong. It just, sometimes it don't work out in the cards. Because I don't go out of town and think, oh, I'm gonna go to this Hooters. I'm gonna go to that Hooters. Unless it's Atlanta, that's probably only when I do that too. But then again, it's Atlanta. It's just like going across the street or something. But yes, the regulars have been there for 10 plus years. So obviously they're not going to stop going. And it's getting to a point. I remember, yeah, I remember. I'm young too. So when I started going there were Hooter girls that were older than me at the time, or the same age as me. So in a way, it made sense for me. It made sense for me to really be into Hooters because, like I said, it's like, hey, you might, and then at the time I was flirting with Hooter girls because, like, hey, they're in my age range. Fuck that sign that said alcohol consumption may think you have a chance with Hooters girl. I literally thought I had a chance with Hooters girl. But nowadays, these Hooter girls are younger than me. Obviously, they're younger than I am. And it's getting to a point where is the age gap is widening so far for me. Now it's getting to a point where I was starting middle school before a lot of these girls was start elementary school. These are like late 90s babies, 2000 babies. That's how that's how big the age range has gotten for me. Like I still sort of had a chance with the Hooter girls. Like if they're like mid 90s baby, what not or not mid 90s babies. I say 93, 94 babies. But these are 97, 98, 99 babies. It's like I was in the third, fourth, fifth grade when y'all were born. I was by the time y'all started elementary school, I was already in middle school. Chances are I was probably in the eighth grade by the time y'all started pre-K. And it's really hard for me to flirt nowadays. I don't really, I know some guys be like, you be tapping on the Hooter girls. I said for some point me tapping on the Hooter girls. At this point, hell, they almost all right, these girls almost 10 years younger than I am. I don't rock the cradle, no. Well, obviously it's not rocking the cradle because, they're late teens, early 20s. But no, my days of flirting with 20, like 18, 19, 20, 21 year olds, those days are long gone. Last time I was doing that, I was in my early 20s. I don't really flirt with women of that age range anymore. Though, I don't know. I just can't do it. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of guys that like go for the young girls, the young women. I just can't do that. I feel like I'm violating in a way when I do. If I were to get on a female, not hit on her, but I say flirt with a female of who was 18 to 21, or yeah, I just can't do that anymore. Yeah, and I know as years go, these girls are gonna get younger and younger and younger. It's gonna get to a point where I was starting high school before these girls start elementary school. It's gonna get to that point, and I just don't know, man. So yeah, I'm kind of at a crossroads right now. It's like how much longer do I continue to go? It's not as fun as it used to be. It's getting to a point where I don't even stay to closing anymore. I don't, unless like a girl I is cool with me and I've been sitting with her for the longest. And like that's different. If I stay to close with her, but if she gets cut early by let's just say Saturday, she gets cut around 9 or 10 o'clock, and 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 I don't see anybody worth sitting with. Chances are I'm not going to stay. I know, a lot of girls, I mean, not, I don't sit with a lot of girls, but I sit with a few girls. They'd be like, they get cut early. There's only a few girls I do sit with nowadays. And it's about 10 o'clock and they get cut. And the first thing they be coming at me, I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and transfer you to such and such. I said, no. I always tell them, don't ever transfer me because one, you might transfer me to someone I don't want to sit with. And two, you don't know if I'm going to stay. That's why I always tell them this. I did tell them that for real. I said, you don't know, because I don't want you to just transfer me to just anyone. And there's no guarantee I'm going to stay even after you leave. So I always tell them, just bring my check and I'll go from there. I'll go from there. Because like I said, and a lot of and ha, yeah, and a lot of times when this does happen when they get cut, I usually do, and there's nobody else and everybody else who's still there, not me. If there's anyone there, I mean, the rest of the girls that are still there, that's not worth sitting with, I leave. I just straight up leave. Not that I hate them, because I do not hate them. It just I build a bond with some of the girls I sit with, and a lot of times these girls are new, so it's like I gotta get to know them, those type of people, know those type of women first before I just sit with them. And then on top of that, I'm really superstitious as hell too, because I like sometimes the Braves be playing or the Broncos be playing, and these girls get cut, and they be like, "I'm going to church." No, no, no. I was talking Braves are playing, Broncos are playing. Don't do that. You cash me out, you bring my check, and I'll find my own girl because, like I said, I'm very superstitious. I am severely superstitious. I just cannot sit with anyone. I can't chill like I can't kick it with anyone. Like when the Braves or Broncos are playing, Florida, whatever. I can't just kick it with anyone. I can't because my superstition would not allow me to do that. Like I can't just go. I'm not going to watch the game at anybody's house. Therefore, I'm not going to sit with any girl at Hooters during a Broncos game or Braves game. Got to be someone that I sat with in the past, and and Braves or Broncos have won when I sat with them. That's how I feel. And I think some of the girls that I'm used to sitting with when the Braves are winning, they get cut early. So I'm stuck with whatever. And I guess that's kind of reflected on the Braves this season. The Braves are 2-5 when I'm at Hooters this season. That's unprecedented because the Braves have never started off this bad when I'm at Hooters. And it's basically because the girls are sitting away. Not like I said, nothing against them, but I'm just very superstitious. And but then again, that's over my power because since September, so like the last 8 months, it's been new girl after new girl after new girl after new girl after new girl. And on top of that, and the girls that I've been known for sitting with, my good luck charms, they're leaving. They're out the door. They're not working there anymore. So, granted, yes, I gotta find some new good luck charms, but I don't know if I can continue to go through this. And it's getting closer to me and I'm running out of time, so I'm going to continue this journey. Not, I'm going to continue this video at a later date because I'm not done yet. But time is running out on me. I got to get ready for work, so I'm going to end. I'm going to stop the video right here, and then and hopefully later on today. If not, then definitely tomorrow morning. Before I'm going to pick right back up where I left off. And I'm going to finish this story because the story is far from complete. This could be 40 minutes far as when it's all said and done. That's how long the story could literally be. So I'm going to stop this video and I will return. All right. Pick it back up where I left off yesterday. I was talking about my good luck charms and them leaving. And I really don't want to go through a process of trying to find a new good luck charm because it's going to get to a point where I might stick around. Even some of the girls that are there now might leave, and then none of the new girls that come after that will qualify. With that being said, my teams have a winning, not winning streak. That means some of them do, but some of my teams have a winning record. All my teams have a winning record. What I'm thinking, all my teams have a winning record right now. That could literally be a danger because of the fact that the good luck charms are not there, and the Hooters Magic has survived 7 seasons. Do I expect the Hooters Magic to live on forever? No. It could die. So, and I always say, once it dies, now I'm gonna start going to Hooters just to watch the games. I don't really go there for the girls anymore because, like I said, the girls are younger than I am. Like I was starting middle school before most of them started elementary school. So that has something to do with. I mean, it's not really the girls because I'm pretty sure there might be some girls who are watching this video. Even some that work at the Hooters I go to, they might be watching this video. They might know about my channel, and I just want to say this whole thing about me possibly being done with Hooters or maybe being done with Hooters has nothing to do with the girls. Nothing. Because if that was the case, I would have stopped going a long time ago if it had anything to do with the girls. It's more so the changing of the guard. That's what it is. It's the changing of the guard. And that's probably why I'm feeling the way I feel now. It's a fun place, don't get me wrong, but change of the guard, it can change a lot of things. It can change a lot of pop culture. Just think about the hair bands, in the 80s. A lot of people were into them. Then all of a sudden, the early 90s come around. We get grunge rock, we get gangster rap, and all of a sudden, nobody's really into the hair bands anymore. That time frame came to an abrupt end. And I think another reason why I could possibly be done with Hooters in the near future, maybe be done with Hooters in the near future, is the advent of new bars popping up in the neighborhood. As y'all see, I was at Old Chicago. That place opened up here in October. I like that place. I like going there. You heard me mention something about the hangouts in a few videos. I like going there. That's a fun place. And then you got two clubs within that same area, maybe about a block away. I wouldn't say I like going there because I don't really go to clubs like that. That's my once every blue moon type of thing. But you got those clubs in the neighborhood, and obviously you still got Buffalo Wild Wings just right across the street. You got the office on the other side of the highway or the parkway, whatever, just about a block away on the other side. I like going there. I like the layouts. I like the theme that the office theme that they have for the office. So with that being said, in the office, yeah, they kind of been around for a couple of years now. I've been here quite some time, but I'm pretty sure they're still thriving well. I might go see. I might go on scope them out, see it. See what they up to. Because I might have to go by that liquor store across the street from the office anyway. In order to fulfill some drink reviews that I have coming up in the near future. So yeah, that has a lot to do with it too. It's like maybe for a minute, Hooters they've been the only bar on the block, maybe outside of Buffalo Wild Wings, but the advent of new bars have kind of had people expand their horizons elsewhere. Have them thinking, well, Hooters isn't the only bar in the neighborhood anymore. So, and and on top of that, in a way, this will kind of officially put to bed this whole misconception that Hooters is the only place I go when I'm out and about. That is far from the truth. Like that's why when I get around my parents, I always tell them, don't tell people I go to Hooters. Not that I'm ashamed or embarrassed by it, but if you tell them that, they're going to get the misconception that that's the only place I go because that's the only place you bring to their attention. And that could be far from the truth, like I said. Now, you could have a valid point, and that was the only bar in the city, but there's about at least dozens of bars in the city. Now, granted, I don't go to every last one of these bars. I don't, because some of them be on this side of town, that side of town, and no. And then I'm pretty sure some of y'all remember the sports page we y'all did a couple of years ago. A lot of the people who were heavily associated with the sports page, they go to this bar called Acers. This is downtown. So, and I haven't been there in quite some time. I don't really go there too often because like a lot of them meet up on Friday and I work on Saturday. So it's really hard to link up with them on the strength of that aspect alone. But I can get out there when I can. So that got a lot to do with it. So not the sports page Acers thing, but you get my point. I expand my horizons. I know there are other bars out there not named Hooters. I just go there frequently because it's kind of like my good luck spot for sports. Let's just say hypothetically, okay, let's say last Monday, April 15th. No, April 22nd, excuse me. April 22nd, last Monday. Now, none of my teams were playing on April 22nd. Not the Braves, not Florida baseball, not Florida softball. And the other sports are in off-season mode. Now, with that's going on, that would have been a perfect day as if I walked in and I see no one I wanted to sit with. I would have easily walked back out. That would have been a prime example of how I probably would have felt. I've been feeling, if I walked in and I see nobody I want to sit with, I'm going right the fuck back out. No second thoughts, no regrets. Let's take our business elsewhere. That's how I would have felt. And don't be surprised if I'm doing a vlog in the future and I roll up at Hooters and then about a minute later, I walk back out. That could start happening. Matter of fact, it already has happened in the past. So it's not like I'm doing this video now, then I'm gonna start doing that. No, I've kind of already been doing this, and like I said, the last couple of weeks kind of been inspiration to do this video. Like I said, things happen. Things happen. Change of aura, having a new bars, and like I said, all credit in the world to Hooters for keeping up with the times and it staying relevant. They've been relevant for 30 plus years, and they still manage to look modern. They don't look like they're stuck in the 90s or even the 80s. Like I said, you watch Bar Rescue, and you see some of these bars, and first thing you see is time warp. It's like, why does this bar look like it's still in 1975? Why does this bar still look like it's in 1984? Like it's still lost in the 80s? Like, why? How come it hasn't caught up in the 21st century. And it's nothing wrong with renovating a bar to the 21st century. It's not like you're selling out your image. You're still the same restaurant. You're still the same bar. You're just keeping up with the times. You still going to get the same revenue. You're still going to get the same audience, the same crowd, whatever you want, regulars, whatever you want, whatever adjective you want to throw it, whatever noun you want to throw there to describe your frequent visitors. And that's what the thing about Hooters. That's why they still have regulars. And it's been other regulars who think the same way I think. Only difference is they'll still go. I hear some regulars, like I said, who've been there longer than I have, and they'll say, "Well, I remember it used to be like this." A-Fizz, before you start coming along in 2011, I remember how it was like this in 2008 and 2007. And I say, well, I was in high school at that time. I did not have a job, therefore I did not have any money. So it's not like I could go to Hooters just out the blue. Those days weren't around yet. I was still having fast food money, Burger King, Taco Bell money, Del Taco money. I didn't have Hooters money at the time. I have it now, so I'm able to stick around and be a regular and just have a good time. I have a good time at other bars too. So, oh, I almost forgot. There's another bar, maybe about maybe about 2 minutes away from Hooters, like further north of the city. It's called Maple Sport Bar Grill. I haven't been there in quite some time. I think about going there tomorrow. We'll see. I haven't been there in quite some time, so maybe I have a reason to stop by that liquor store, see if I can find these alcohol beverages for excuse me, this drink review. So we'll have to see. Nothing's official. Nothing's really set in stone until I make a move. So I know some of y'all probably think watching this video right now say you probably gonna go there tomorrow. Go to Hooters tomorrow. I might. I might. Like I said, nothing's ever set in stone with me. And one thing I want to do this weekend is set up a swimming pool because it's almost 90 degrees here. So I figure, so to me, it's about time to hit that water now. And thank God this is an indoor pool. It costs a little more because it's an indoor pool, but hey, a pool is a pool. I'm ready to get freaking wet. Now I just gotta find some turban type thing for my hair. I gotta find some turban type hat for my hair. Kind of like the things that, kind of like the thing that Misty Franklin and a lot of the female swimmers be wearing when they do their swimming competition. I gotta find something like that. That way I can officially get in the water and not have to worry about getting my hair wet because, according to my beautician, I'm not allowed to get my dress wet yet. That could be changing. I gotta get my hair twisted anyway, so that could be changing soon. So yeah, my plans vary. They always vary. One minute I could be like, I'm gonna chill. Next minute I get a phone call, get a text, or get some type of notification on Facebook. I'm out of here. So it could be. What is Johnny? So it could be that ordeal. And is I think shortly. I would say after a while, maybe after a while, because like I said, I know I kept on saying possibly, but well, I'll leave it at maybe because I could have a change of heart next month and be like really liking Hooters again to the point where I go every week, every other week. But it's always it's always that thought that it could be coming to an end for real. I'm not just saying it. I know I see a couple of regulars they come around and they say, I'm gonna stop coming, I'm gonna stop coming, but yet they keep coming back. Me personally, I'm not gonna go around telling anyone I'm gonna stop coming. You know, it just had to happen drastically, you know. I think if I just fall out the surface for a couple weeks, they might get the idea, well, maybe A-Fizzle's hanging up his regular pass, you know. Maybe he's not gonna be a regular here anymore. He might still come, but it might not be often like he used to. 'Cause I haven't seen him in quite some time. That's what it's kind of getting to. I mean, that's where it could possibly. I'd rather it be that way than just to tell people, ask him, tell people, well, I'm gonna stop coming, or I'm not gonna come as often as I used to. So I'm not gonna do that because I feel like if you tell somebody that, it's not gonna be true. So, and it's easier to talk. It's easier to tell, but I'm a don't talk about, be about it type of person. You know, I'd rather, me personally, I'd rather show you than tell you because anybody can tell anyone anything, but it's not gonna make it believable unless it's like a well-known fact. That's the only way you can tell somebody something and they'll believe you. You know, if you're gonna stop coming, prove it. If you're gonna stop, if you're not gonna be there too often, prove it. Because until then, I'm not buying that. And if I would have told somebody that, I'm not expecting y'all to buy it for me. You know, I said I had my fun for 8 years, going on 8 years, I should say. I've done pretty much every type of Hooters video I can do. I shown y'all the live at Hooters vlog. I've had I've done as many vlogs I can do. I've done a birthday dance vlog for y'all. Not me getting up there doing the dance, but showing doing a video of somebody doing a birthday dance. I done Facebook lives there. I done that. I, as recent as earlier this year, you got a clip of the girls dancing. That's probably the only thing I had to check off my list. Now I got it all. I have Hooter girls in my video. So I I at this point, what else is left to be done from Hooters? From me that I haven't done yet. Granted, I'm not going to be like Insane Productions because I don't have a passport, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to. Right as of right now, I'm not gonna be able to do Hooter vlogs from other countries. That would be nice to do though, but I do not have a passport. I can easily go get one. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted though. I can easily go get one. But other than that, like every other thing I could do. Even vlog outside of Hooters. Any other thing I can do, it's already been done by me. I got about these 20 some odd videos on my YouTube account. I got about 20 some odd videos on my YouTube account pertaining to Hooters. And I even did a live stream there on my YouTube channel. I've done countless Facebook lives from on my Facebook page. I've done it. Now, granted, my phone's been on the fritz the last couple weeks, so I don't know what the future of the Facebook lives hold right now. We'll just have to see. But I'll keep you updated. As far as the live streams on the YouTube, I already crossed that path, and I already mentioned I gotta have. They say I gotta have 1,000 subs in order to do that. Like I said, I can live without though. It is what it is. If I never get to do a live stream again, it is what it is. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna complain. At least I got a chance to do one. At least I got a chance to do multiple. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But the point is, I've done it all. They say Hooters makes you happy. It makes me happy, all right. But now it's like making me want to expand other options, which I always been doing. So at the same time, I think I'm just running out of things to say at this point. I know this video's about 40 some odd minutes now, so I think I said everything I need to say. I'm thinking that it's one other thing I got to talk about. It pertains to Hooters. That's been playing on my head last 2 days, and it's not coming out of my brain. Now I talked about the girls. Like I said nothing but respect. No, nothing. I got nothing bad to say about the girls. Any of the girls that are there now. Like I said, it's not their fault. They're not the reason why I feel this way. Only thing they can do is, make sure everything get with A-Fizzle. So I'm in solace. I went over the renovations. That was like the first. That's like the first touch topic on. I went over the fact that the new bars are coming. I went over the fact that I even talked about the regulars a little bit. You know, and there are some regulars who are going to be regulars to the day they die, and understandably so. I think I covered everything at this point. Yeah, I don't want to get into it here myself. So I think that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate everyone. If you made it to this point in the video, I surely appreciate you. I know it's my first YouTube video that will be uploaded in about 3 weeks. I've not done a video on this channel in almost a month. I think last time I done a video was April 7th or whatever. Whatever I did that drink review for the Stella, which probably was April 7th. So, and today is May 3rd. Yesterday was May 2nd when I started doing this video. So, almost a month. It's a long time. But then again, I went 3 months without doing it, without dropping the video. So, be that waste of times. Yeah, and I haven't did a video on my Facebook page since when I did that Divine Intervention video for the Tampa Bay Lightning before they were abruptly sent the fuck home in a sweep in the damn first round as a President's Cup winner. But I digress because I'm not trying to get pissed off before I go to work again today. Don't want to get depressed before I go to work. So that's behind me anyway. Yes, it's disappointing, but I'm not going to reiterate that. So. But the point of the matter is, I have not dropped a video in quite some time. I have done some gaming videos on my gaming channel, but it's not the same as me getting up here and talking with y'all. So just want to let y'all know that I'm still here. I'm still going to do those drink reviews. One of them I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do quite yet because I still gotta search for this beer, but at least two of them drink reviews I can possibly do. And I'm still looking for the orange. Man, I'm gonna start back looking for the orange. I'm gonna start looking for the orange vanilla Coke too. I do want to try that if it's still in stores because I haven't seen a commercial about it as of lately. So I gotta see. I gotta see what's up with that. And I did want to try it. So and I'm not really a soda guy. So that's be a rare treat. Y'all getting me doing a review on the soda. So do want to try that. But yeah, those other two reviews I possibly can do those, and I'll give credit to the person who made these requests. So, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because there will be an update video, and I will cross that path when I get there. I want to keep this solely on Hooters. You know, it's a topic at bay. You know, I don't want to squirrel. So, but nonetheless, yeah, it's be the first video I've done in a while. So on A-Fizzle production side. So I guess I'm gonna end this video now because I'm starting to ramble on, and it feels like I'm giving y'all an update in the Hooters video. So yeah, I'm still gonna go to Hooters. So for now, you know, I'm not hanging it up for good, not yet. Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember what I was about to say. I got to you know, this pertaining to the regulars, and I think another reason why I feel the way I feel about Hooters now is maybe hanging it up, maybe being done with Hooters is that I'm going to be 30 years old in a couple of months. Now, granted, some of these regulars are in their 40s, 50s, 60s. I think I may be the tongue twisted. I think I may be the youngest regular there right now at the Hooters I go to. I think I'm the youngest regular. A lot of regulars are in their late 30s and on up, but I always told myself when I was in my mid 20s. I told myself two things. I told myself two things when I was in my mid 20s. I said I don't want to be in my 30s still going to Hooters because it won't make any sense to go, especially when the age gap is going to be even wider than before. Like I said, a lot of these girls are coming out of high school, they're in college. These girls are going to be 10, maybe 15 years younger than I am. I'm not going to hit on these women. I don't want to say hit on because I don't want to give any females, especially the feminists, the wrong idea. I don't want to flirt with these women who are 15 years younger than me because it'll feel awkward. Like at this point, these girls are gonna be young enough to be my daughter. I don't even have a daughter, but you get my point. Oh, speaking of daughter, I know some of y'all might want to ask this question now. I'll answer it for you. Here's a question. Here's a question y'all probably want to ask me. A-Fizzle, if you had a daughter, would you let her be? Would you let her? I don't know what's up my word. What's up my words? My tongue twists like a motherfucker. But I know y'all probably want to ask. Hey, Fizzle, would you let your daughter work at Hooters if you had one? My answer, absolutely. Because I know a lot of fathers they would not let their daughters work at Hooters. They don't want their daughters anywhere near Hooters restaurant. Yeah, I think it was one YouTuber, one female YouTuber, or yeah, I think it was one female YouTuber said that her dad did not want her to work at Hooters, but then she became an adult. She's like, "Fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway." He just might get mad, you know. Because hey, because it's like when you're an adult, you are old enough to make your own decisions. And if I had a daughter and she see all this Hooter stuff and she's influenced to work there, I'd say go for it. I'll give her some pointers, yo, and let her know what to expect. Let her know what's about to be thrown at her. So, but at the same time, this is what you want to do. If you want to work at Hooters, and go work there. You know, Go compete in the swimsuit. If you want to do the swimsuit competition, go compete. I'll be your number one fan. Because like a lot of people want to bash shooters, and I've done a video about this. What I'm about to get into now, I've done a video about this in the past. I said that lots of people like to bash shooters because of the outfits, the tank tops, orange short shorts, and I always went to bat for Hooters. I said yes, the outfits are more revealing, but I've been to certain other bars and they're out in some of the females they're wearing tank tops and short shorts. So and that's just as revealing. So at the same time, it is what it is. Those restaurants are going to exist. Those bars are going to exist. Those clubs are going to exist. You have the option to either go or not go. Nobody's taking your hand and forcing you to go to Hooters. Nobody's taking your hand, forcing you to go to these bars where the women wear tank tops and short shorts. So get off these girls' back. Get off of Hooters' back. I can't stand where people like to talk about Hooters and disrespect it in that way. But yeah, a lot of people want to talk about Hooters, but it's not like and you got parents to be like, I'm not letting my son go to Hooters. Those skimpy outfit. Y'all making it seem like it's a strip club. It is not a strip club. It's not like these Hooter girls are gonna get on top of a table and start getting naked right in front of the restaurant. Besides, they'd be arrested for indecent exposure. So no, it's not. That don't go down. It is not a strip club. I can understand if it was a strip club and these Hooter girls get naked. No, but no, these Hooter girls keep their clothes on, and it's less clothes, but they keep them on their bodies. Only time you see any sort of somewhat stripping is when maybe the girls are just arriving there. They're, getting ready for their shift, and they may have on the Hooter tank top already. They may have a jacket on. I said a jacket. I want to say a coat. We're in Georgia. They'll get that coat for a damn coat for the most part. But yeah, they have their coat. I said coats again. They have their jacket on and maybe they sweatpants or warm up jogging pants, and they'll take the jacket off and take the pants off, and they are in the uniform. That's probably the only somewhat stripping you're going to see. But other than that, that's it. They're done. Let's make money. So yeah, don't be afraid to let your sons go there. Parents, maybe they have a good time. But yeah, if I had a daughter, I'll let her work there. And like I said, I'll let her know what's coming at her. I'll let her, so she'll be prepared and she'll know how to handle certain situations. You know, I I can understand where some people I can low key understand where a lot of Hooters critics are coming from because there I'm pretty sure there has been situations where you go there and not y'all in general, but a guy may go there and they think that just because the girls are dressed a lot less that they're vulnerable. They're not vulnerable, okay? But they're not though. But I know some guys might think that they are and think it's okay to touch them any type of way. Hey, in the strip club, you can't touch the girls any type of way. Hell, at a Red Lobster or a Chili's or something like that, you can't touch the girls any type of way. Well, you wouldn't be pertinent to because they don't wear tank tops and short shorts at Red Lobster or Chili's. But the point is, you see both sides of the spectrum: Red Lobster and Chili's, and the strip club. Hooters is in the middle. If you can't touch the girls at any of those spots, you can't touch my Hooters either. I know some people might get the wrong idea. They see the outfits and they get the wrong idea, thinking it's okay. But no, it's not okay because you can get sued for sexual harassment and you could possibly get thrown out of Hooters. You could possibly get banned from there. So guys, just remember, it's not a strip club. You can't touch the girls in any type of way. Okay, keep your hands to yourself. Don't say I didn't warn you. But yeah, that's one thing I let my daughter know. If I had one, I said, do not let these guys touch you any type of way. It's okay to sue their ass for sexual harassment if they do. And I know about a conspiracy theory or two in regards to Hooters. And I'll tell her that too. So she would be prepared just in case those conspiracy theories creep up on her like that when she's working. She'll be like, well, my dad told me. And then she'll know how to handle it. So, but yeah, I told myself I don't want to be in my 30s. Get back on subject. I don't want to be in my 30s still going to Hooters. I want to say that when I'm phrase that, I won't feel awkward being in my 30s still going to Hooters, you know. And I'm about to be 30 in a couple of months. Next year, obviously, but those couple months gonna go by like clockwork. I got a feeling. And I always told myself when I get in my 30s that I have a feeling my life is gonna change. Obviously for the better, because it can get worse. Like because I'm not gonna allow it to get worse, but I think my life is gonna change to the point where I'm gonna be looking at life different because like when you're in your 20s, you look at life one way, then when you get in your 30s, you look at life different. You know, like you get in your 30s, obviously you get a little knowledge on life and you already know what's coming at you. And I know for a lot of people in their 20s, it's more like the party decade, it's more like the wild out decade. And that's why I call them the roaring 20s for me, because like this is my wild out decade, this is my party decade. And I always told my relatives and all that, I said, I'm just getting out of me now because I think what's going to happen when I get in my 30s, I can possibly see myself settling down, maybe getting married, well, maybe getting a girlfriend first. And it could lead to engagement and getting married, maybe kids. I really don't want any kids, but hey, if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't want any kids because like if I impregnate a female, it is what it is. But I think by the time if I do have a kid, I think by that time I think I'll be ready to raise a kid because like obviously I know I was not ready in my 20s. Not that I can't handle it, but a lot of my cousins, some of my cousins have kids, and right now and I'm not the most patient person in the world. Matter of fact, I'm really not patient at all. And in order to have kids, you gotta have a lot of patience. If you don't have patience, don't fuck around and impregnate females and get them knocked up. Because I'll tell you now, because whether you're ready or not, it's coming. You just got to be ready for it. But yeah, I can see. Well, we're gonna knock kids out the question right quick, but I can see myself possibly settling down, getting a girlfriend, and possibly getting engaged or getting married. I can see that happening. I already and I already had pan out my dream wedding. If it happens, I already know what my dream wedding gonna be. I'm not gonna say quite yet. I probably share that with y'all in another video because I don't want to tie in my personal stuff. I don't want to tie in too much stuff with this Hooters video. I'm trying to help it get this over with because it's already long enough as it is. So, but I had a feeling this was gonna be a long video, a really long video. That was why I said I appreciate everyone for tuning in this long, even though you didn't have to. You might have listened to some now and then come back and listen to them later, and I still appreciate that. So, yeah, but yeah, that's another thing I did want to touch on the age range because, like I said, these girls are getting younger than I am. These girls are getting younger than me. The age gap is starting to wide. So you're just kind of like, yeah, not sure. So I think that's another reason why I think that's probably the biggest reason why I feel the way I feel. Maybe because the age range between me and the girls. I said nothing to do with them. They can't help it. but it's mainly because I always been attracted to older women as it is. I never been attracted to younger women. So I think that has a lot to do with it. And I think that's why I feel that way. So, but we'll just have to see. So, sorry about that. Yahoo settings are out of date. It's been out of date for quite some time now. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video now because I think I covered everything. If I left anything out, then I can come back and address it another time. This video's already long enough. There's no point in continuing to address things. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you made it this far, like I said, congratulations. Y'all the real MVPs on some Kevin Durant type shit. So, and that's going to be that. This video is officially finito. Until next time, I am out, and I will see y'all later. Matter of fact, I'll probably come back in the next couple of days, either with a Drake review or an update video. That's the plan. So, till then, I'll take it easy. I'll let y'all later.